Hello there guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we will be exploring the gem of Lake Geneva, that is the stunning town of Montreux. I'll show you the Queen Museum, the Freddie Mercury statue, the famous Chateau Chillon and the vineyards, the UNESCO Lavaux Vineyards, which go all the way from Montreux to the east side of Lausanne. So let's get going. We have made it to Montreux, one of my favourite places on Lac Léman. You can see the Freddie Mercury statue here. It's very popular with tourists. There's a few things I noticed on this visit I didn't notice before. Like here, there's lots of writing letters to Freddie Mercury. It's like the fan wall, if you like. For me, this place holds a special part of my Swiss experience because the second day of my first visit to Geneva, I actually came here and it just blew my mind, the beautiful mountains in the background, and I've always loved this town. I have just been inside the museum. It looks a bit like this. You go to the casino, you go to the front desk, and for me it was free today. The price information will be below. It's very small, but it does give you a lot of information about the songs that Freddie wrote whilst he was here. One of them was, I'll give you the bass line and you can tell me the name below. It involves someone called David Bowie, I think. It goes dun 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 dun. So that was written here. And also Heaven for Everyone. You've got the town up here. There isn't really much to see. It's not like the traditional Swiss town with the old and the new. It's just one long street of heavy traffic and then this beautiful promenade down here. If you're coming, I would come for a day trip from Lausanne or Geneva. Lake Geneva is actually part of 4 different areas. So you've got Canton Geneva, Canton Vaud, which is where we are, Canton Valais, and Haute-Savoie, France. To me, it's a bit more relaxed in Vaud than Geneva. They do speak French here in this part of Switzerland. And always remember that you're going to be spending money when you come. So if you're coming to Switzerland, save some extra pennies so you can really enjoy the full experience, like these little bars here. Just beautiful little spots. And yeah, it's always going to be a fond memory for me. The first thing I saw in Switzerland that blew my mind were these mountains here. And it's still a very nice place. If you're coming to stay at a hotel, there are a few here, but the prices are going to be expensive. I'll put that information below. For me, the highlight of this place is actually this promenade, just walking through here. Obviously, you won't be doing it with me, but you are now, so there we go. So many little statues that give a kind of inkling that we're getting closer to where the jazz festival is. That's another big event that happens here. It's not always jazz. Chemical Brothers have played. I've seen a few blues artists. And it's a really big event here, and that's in the months of July and August. And let me know below if you've been to the Jazz Festival. So this is where you'd get the boat. And in my opinion, if you're coming from the other side of the lake, to get a really stunning view, you should definitely get the boat. So the other side of the lake would be Evian, and that video is below. So here's a view of this. I've kept you waiting for these videos, Lausanne and Montreux. I apologise for that. There's a lot more Switzerland coming. We are now going to look at Chateau Chillon. One must-see place when you're in Montreux is the Chateau Chillon, one of the oldest castles on Lac Léman and one of the most visited sites in the whole of Switzerland. For me, if you're coming to Geneva, Lausanne, it's a must. Even Evian, you can get the boat over. I just spoke to some people from Taiwan and they said that in their tour guide of the whole country, Switzerland, it was one of the things in the top 10 things to do on the list. So it was built in the 12th century. If you've got real attention to detail, you will notice the little flags up here. They look like the Swiss flags, but they're actually the flag of Haute-Savoie. because the Counts of Savoy lived here as well. It's very strategic when they were defending their land and area. There's a lot of history around Lake Geneva to do with who owns what. And at the moment, this is in Canton Vaud, Switzerland. It is 6 minutes drive from Montreux. And if you're there, you might as well just come because it's one of the most beautiful things you'll see on the lake. When you arrive by boat, you'll actually arrive over here. So you'll get to walk through this beautiful garden. And if you go inside the castle, it's 12 francs, which is reasonable in Switzerland. To be honest, for me, I don't really think you need to go inside unless you want to see a lot of medieval armour and weapons and so on and so forth. For me, it's more of a place to just come and enjoy the ambience of the lake. Hello there, so what was your name?
Patty.
Pat, and you're from Taiwan?
Yes.
And do you think that the castle is a worth visit when you come to Geneva?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how long would you say to come for?
Maybe around 1 hour.
I've just met these two ladies here. Where are you from?
From Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Wow, that's far away, yes? And why did you come to the castle?
Because it's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
With historical value, I think.
And where are you staying in Switzerland?
We are staying in Geneva.
So you came from Geneva?
Yeah.
And do you think other tourists should come from Geneva to see the castle?
Of course, yes.
As you can see, I'm in the vineyard terraces in Lavaux, which is a UNESCO World Heritage site. I don't know if you can see, that is Montreux, Vevey, Chateau Chillon, and the vineyard terraces actually go from Chateau Chillon all the way to the eastern side of Lausanne. In my opinion, you're most probably best off. There is a train line that runs down here, and I'd just get, well, there's a train now, that's good timing. So I would get a train ticket, which is an open ticket, and then you can get off at Le Tri or Montreux and just walk up and find a little spot like this. They've even laid out the footpaths for you. The train station stop, and if you come by boat. What a great town and a really good day trip from Geneva or Lausanne. Give yourself the full day to really enjoy the ambience of Canton Vaud. It's a lot more chill than Canton Geneva. You've also got Vevey not far away, that video is below. Would you like me to film the best day trips from Geneva video? So that would include Annecy, Chamonix, Montreux, and some hidden pics that I've got lined up for future videos. Many more Swiss to come. I'm not quite sure where I'm going in the winter. Give me some suggestions below. Thank you so much for all the comments, the likes, the subscribes, and let's just keep exploring together. Cheers, guys.